Fear of divorce may have been what prompted a Spokane man to stab his wife to death last Wednesday. 46-year-old Jeffrey Canino faced first-degree murder charges in court this morning. Investigators say he stabbed his wife Michelle to death and then stabbed himself. Tori Brunetti joins us now, and Tori, Canino was released from the hospital just a few days ago.
Yeah, and he went straight from the hospital where he was being treated for self-inflicted stab wounds to his neck to the Spokane County Jail, where he was charged with murdering his wife. In court today, he only spoke to give the judge yes and no answers, but paperwork filed today gives us our first real clues as to what happened inside that home.
Mr. Canino, did you hear and understand the constitutional rights that I just went over?
Jeffrey Canino didn't react to anything he heard in court today. He showed no emotion, not even as the judge enacted a no-contact order forbidding him to have any contact with his son.
I will grant the state's request for a criminal no-contact order.
The Canino's 11-year-old son is a material witness. Court documents released today outline what investigators think happened inside this picturesque North Spokane home last week, and the child saw most of it. The Canino son told investigators he was sitting in the Chevy Blazer, waiting for his mother to take him to an appointment. He went inside to get her and saw his mother lying on the kitchen floor, bleeding. Court documents say his mother told him to call 911, telling him she was dying and that his father had stabbed her. The son asked his father why he had stabbed his mother, and his father said because his mother was going to get a divorce. Then he heard his father say, "It's my turn." Canino started to stab himself in the neck the whole time his son was trying to stop him. Today in court, Canino had what appeared to be a cut across his neck. Remains of the wounds investigators say he gave himself. There were 2 911 calls made from the home that morning. On the 911 tape of the first call, the 11-year-old boy is heard yelling, "Dad, you're killing her. No, please stop. I don't want you guys to fight like this." Shortly after that, the call ends. In the second 911 call, Michelle Canino told the operator her husband stabbed her. Later, during that same call, the son was heard yelling, "Mom, I am helping you. Dad, just hand over the knife." And Canino told detectives he remembers fighting with his wife, and the next thing he remembers was lying next to her on the kitchen floor, but he says he doesn't remember stabbing her.
And the 11-year-old son told investigators his dad was depressed about possibly losing his job at Camp Chevrolet.
Yeah, a lot of family members say that he was worried about losing his job, but management at Camp Chevrolet says Canino was a valued employee and his job was never in danger. He's being held right now, Dave, on a $2.5 million bond.